Oh shit, everybody. That's right. We're talking Shooting the Shit, episode 2. We got a guest.
I get to be a guest on episode 2.
That's right.
Brought you in early.
Like really far away.
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh,
Whoa, hot mic. Hot route.
I don't know.
We
Joel's
got a
the
hot
cans
jar
on.
of spaghetti sauce right next to us because she is prego as a
Oh,
mofo.
that's right. And I'm looking tan, boys.
Good
Right.
lord, are you looking tan?
I'm looking so tan with that
You're looking
sweet.
so
Christ on a
tan.
cross. I walked in before our show today and I was like, there is a glow coming off of you.
Thank you. I'm going to take every second of this because for months I've been like a sea beast of pregnancy grossness.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, you seemed like you were kind of like down in the dumps the last couple times I saw you, but I walked in today and I was like, there is something about you that's
She is
just
fucking owning it. Is
that's
that what you were
just
thinking?
emitting. You're just emitting sexuality at this point.
Oh, yes.
It's that haircut.
Thanks, JT.
It's that haircut
telling
and that
you.
bronzing that you
I've
received
got
at the
blonder. It's the blonde.
That's right.
the
By the way,
blonde
Troy's
of
here too.
pool. Hey, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
What's happening?
Heyo. Somebody stole the show, bitch.
Oh
all right.
shit! This is
I'm excited.
episode 2 is Shooting the Shit. Last time we were on here, I think all we did was talk about TVs and our perverted friends from high school.
I actually like that you guys are doing more of a show where
Yeah.
you're just
We're doing a harm
conversational.
type.
Oh, my God.
Oh my god, the first time you said that, I about shit
Oh
my
my
pants. I thought it was so clever.
That is clever.
Yeah.
If I may, that is quite clever. Damn you. Harm typing it up. No, I feel like it's good because most of your other shows are like really fucking long and I give up
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
too early. And this
Now
is
we
like
can-
I get it.
right at the level I want it at.
Yep.
Like I'm going to listen to this and just feel good about it.
Yeah.
That's
Did you
good.
listen to our first episode of Shooting the Shit?
No.
Okay.
Didn't
But
know it
I
existed.
will now.
Yeah.
Actually,
Same
I really
feed.
didn't know you guys had done this, so.
Yeah. Well,
You guys
go
just
back
go
and listen
rogue
to it.
with
You can
it.
listen to the time that we snuck
about-
watched softcore porn in my parents' house.
How many of you?
Oh,
There was
how
there was
many
quite a few. We
6 guys maybe.
it's probably
How softcore? We're talking just like kissing?
Like
We're talking
Skinamax.
Skinamax.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like boobs.
Yeah.
So like my friends and I.
we act like we were
Yeah.
camping, and then we would
You-
steal my parents' remotes, and then like sneak into their garage and like look through the window into their TV, and then watch softcore
While
porn.
they also watched it.
Yeah.
No, they were upstairs. Oh
They
yeah,
were already in bed. But
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it while they were in the room.
my dad loves softcore
While
porn.
they were in bed watching it. Oh my god.
Yep.
Ew.
It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even better, we just watched them fuck. We watched my parents fuck, and
It was
we
a good
loved
time.
it.
I recorded it. It's on YouPorn.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We recorded it. Yep.
This is haunting. I love your parents.
Yep. It's behind the paywall. Check it out. Patreon.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Go
do
on
you go-
Patreon. Give us
where do you
50
even
bucks
go
and
from
watch
that?
my parents fuck.
Oh
We can
my
buy new
God.
Coke.
Go pack. New Coke. Yeah. Go pack. Go Steve.
Oh my god.
So this is Shooting the Shit, where we just kind of talk about whatever. We've already done that for the last 3.5 minutes, but
Yeah. Good start.
yeah, good start.
I'm just slowly
Just a-
waiting for you to. Is that open?
It is open.
Oh, I thought you were
been
like
open
waiting
this
to
whole
I'm
crack
just playing
it.
with the tab
The
because it's
tension was building.
yeah, it's so
He needs a fidget toy.
yeah,
You need a fidget spinner.
yeah, dude.
So
Mo-
2018 of you.
Molly fucking cannot stand not fidgeting with something.
Really?
Yeah, she always
Really?
has. She
I don't
gets
think I've
like
ever noticed that.
she'll buy like stuff online where it's like phone cases that has like a thing on it, so she can just like play with it.
On
weird.
purpose? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
this
gonna
whole
buy
time
this
I've been playing with
two-fidget.
this pen, so I guess it's not obvious.
Yeah.
I chew on things.
Yeah.
Like pens at work. I'm a
Yeah.
chewer. Why you guys got
I
weirdly
don't know what
quiet
it-
after
See,
I
I-
said
I
that.
always thought there was going to be more to it, I guess.
See, I always play with my beard. Like, if I'm like stressed, I will like stroke my beard if I'm stressed.
That's a very Santa-like thing to do.
It is. It is. Like anytime like I look like I catch myself like if I'm driving somewhere and I look in the rearview mirror and I think of cops following me, I'll just be like stroking my beard.
You're like,
And I'll catch
Like
myself
you're
doing it.
plotting.
like you blacked out and you just realized it all of a sudden that it's happening.
Yeah. Well, dude, anytime I'm driving and like
And
I'm like paranoid to the point where it's like anytime I'm driving home and it's dark and there's headlights behind me, I think it's a cop.
me too.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
I
It's
know
so
it is, but
annoying.
I totally
Yeah.
always think because like people ride up on you and you can't see because their headlights are blasting in.
Yeah.
You're like, what if it's a cop? Why would they ride that close?
Yeah.
What
And
if
I'm
it's
like
just a prick with its brights
yeah.
on.
And I'm
What
trying
if it's a cop?
and I try so hard to follow the
Yeah, and I'm
the
going,
rules of the
like,
road
55
that it's like I'm
perfectly.
like going like a little bit below the speed
But then
limit,
you
and then the
kinda-
person behind me gets super pissed.
Or are you worried that like it is a cop and they're pissed that you're going 55 because the cop's like, listen,
Yeah.
I'm a cop. I don't have to go that slow.
Yeah, it's ugh.
Oh, glad
It's
I'm
too
not
much.
alone because
I
he
can't.
like just reams my ass out over this because I will pull off on a side road and be like, do this
See,
is
I
my
won't pull
road.
off because then I'll feel like I'm looking too suspicious.
No, because then I let him go past.
Well, what are you guys worried about?
I'm not even breaking the rules. I just don't
Yeah.
like the idea of being pulled over by a cop.
yeah, I just won't break the rules. But in the same sense, it's like I'm so worried about breaking the rules that
Right?
that I feel like the person behind me, if he's not a cop, is just pissed. Where I'm like, oh, fuck you, man.
I will
Gotta pull
literally
over.
pass a cop on the road.
Your driving sometimes is like just sometimes a deal breaker.
Really?
But I,
Miss
like-
road rage.
Oh my god, a
This
deal
guy-
breaker. He's fathered 2 of your children.
I know, but that's like I think driving is where we've had all of our like biggest fights pretty much.
Yeah, because you backseat drive, and then when you drive, you have road rage.
I do have road rage, and I am not sorry. Unless Macy's around, and then I'm like, sorry.
You should be, because it's terrible to talk to
This
you on
guy,
the phone.
if you're on a 4-lane road, he
Yeah.
is always in the left-hand lane. And it makes me so mad. And
I
I
don't
most
mind
of the
that.
time no, because like it's actually like scientifically proven to cause more accidents.
Science!
This, you fucking science.
Science!
over here.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Give me one of those beers down there.
Oh,
would
now
you?
you want a beer. Anyway, it
He's
is
got to drink. You're fucking
like-
reaming his ass.
but the left lane is for people to like pass and go faster. So
yeah,
if you
which I usually am doing.
No, usually you're going like the speed limit in the left-hand lane, pissing someone off in the right-hand lane because you won't move your ass. And you always do it on I'm like highways. I'm like you're just gonna get that's. How many tickets have you had?
I don't know.
How many have I
8
had?
speeding tickets?
8?
in my life?
0. Yeah,
There was
because you
that
drive like a
that
puss.
night that we drove back from Chicago when you followed us. You got
Yeah.
pulled over twice.
Yeah, for speeding.
so I feel like I have the higher ground here.
I got out of one of those tickets. P.S.
You did,
'Cause I
but
had
you
Mother's Day balloons
guilt
in
tripped
my
him
car.
because you had balloons in your back seat for your mom for her birthday or something.
Yeah, for Mother's Day, and I was like,
I'm a good boy.
and
Yeah.
it was like some
I'm a young boy.
because we were catching a wrestling show in like the suburbs of Chicago.
Yeah, and we were driving back, and then you like passed me like a bat out of hell. Like I think it was you and Tyler, and then me and Cole in my car, and you passed me like a bat out of hell. And then like we drove past you after you got pulled over, and we're like, we kept driving, and then like not even 15 minutes later, you passed
Pulled
us
over
again.
again.
No, he passed us like 15 minutes later. Where I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how long were you pulled over? How fast were you going? And then like,
He's, like, doing
and then
math
10
in
minutes
his
after
head.
that, you got pulled over again.
No, then I
We
got
drove-
pulled over like by a state boy, like
State boy.
State boy.
and that would have been like
Hashtag
after we
state
made
boy.
like that stop to like get something to eat or whatever. That was like an hour later. But yeah, and that guy did not let me off.
But I remember you passed us twice, and we
then I
passed
also
you
got a-
twice, both while you were
It blows my
on the
mind
side
though,
of the road.
because he like
And then I also
acts
got a flat
so
tire that night,
superior
too.
about driving, and then he's got shit stories like this.
Superior.
That
I don't
left.
say
It's just
I'm a better
I don't
driver.
know,
I'm
it's,
just
like,
saying
weird.
you backseat drive. It's annoying as shit.
I pick and choose my battles because there's a lot of times I want to be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
like
And
I
don't say
like
anything.
literally am inching out of a parking space, and you're like,
Try into the car.
Most
like
of the
yes,
time.
I did. That's why I have the fucking brakes on.
Most of the time he doesn't,
God.
and he just keeps going.
Well, Molly will front seat drive me, and then
I'm in the front seat. I don't know
But
why
then
you keep
she'll-
saying
'cause
that.
then
That's the
she'll-
term, backseat driver, you horses' asses.
you're gonna say something else.
Oh my
but,
god!
but yeah, but she'll.
See what I mean?
And
Hot
then-
button.
But like but the thing with her is that like she never wants to drive when I'm driving. So then it's like just drive. Like no. Well then don't say anything. Like if you volunteer and I say no, I'd rather drive, then I'll gladly take all of your criticisms of my
Oh
driving.
my god!
But the fact that she's like, you drive, and then she has to say everything I'm doing wrong about driving, I'm like, then fucking drive.
So, just recently, we were driving like not even, maybe about a 2-hour drive. midday with our daughter in the car to go down to her doctor's appointment, and I had to make some calls for work, like I was working from the car.
Yeah.
I turned my head and look at him, and he literally was like pretty much asleep. And I like freaked. I'm like, oh my God, are you sleeping? And he had his glasses on, so I think he thought like I wouldn't see it on a divided 2-lane. Thank God it was like he didn't swerve. But I looked and I yelled, and he's like, yeah, I was almost sleeping. I'm like, are you... What?
shit.
Like, why wouldn't you tell me and pull over? He's like, I don't know, I'm just real tired.
Oh man, dude, there's been so many times there's been so many times me and Tyler were driving back from wrestling shows where it was like there
That
would be
is
times where
terrifying.
I'd be like, oh, what happened? He was like, oh, you were like sleeping for 10 minutes, just grab the wheel. And I was like, okay. And we kept going.
It was so scary. And, like, I had no idea. He was just talking not that long ago, and then all of a sudden he's... But I was like, why wouldn't you just pull over? I don't know.
You're busy.
Got shit to beat.
So I was like, pull over right now. And I drove the rest of the way. And then he slept with his mouth open
yeah.
the rest of the appointment. But I've, like, never seen that before.
Tyler's rule was if I did it 3 times, then he said I'll drive.
3 times that you fully fell asleep.
Yep.
Wow.
One time for sure, he told me I was asleep. I was dead asleep for 10 minutes, and he
God,
just
like,
and he
what if
just
your
he just
foot,
grabbed
like,
the
just pressed all the
and
way
he just
down?
grabbed the wheel because it was like a straight like if there was a curve, then he'd nudge me awake. But if it was a straight shot, he just grabbed the wheel.
He really likes to play with risk.
Hey,
He's a risky dude.
I'm here today, so he did something right.
But it was terrifying. And I've just never... It was like out of a movie. Because you're like, literally, like, Weekend at Bernie's dead asleep.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
I know. I'm a tired boy. All the time.
A
Yeah.
tired boy.
That's why, like, almost every day, like, by the time I'm almost home, I'm, like, nodding off.
Oh, that is terrifying. You have a
'Cause
child
I am
in your car?
I know. I'm, like, so... Because I don't get enough sleep. That's what it is.
You're in this?
I'm up
I
super
hear
early
ya.
every
I hear
morning,
ya.
and then I have to watch a kid until you get home. And so, like, I'm just, like, exhausted beyond belief.
Yeah.
So by the time I do get home, I'm just, like, piss tired. Even to the point where I'm
Piss
just, like,
tired.
Macy will want to be, like, watch whatever bullshit shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right,
Baby
well, Macy, well,
shark?
I'm just gonna just shut my eyes for a second, see how it feels, and
That
you
is
can watch your
also
cartoons.
terrifying.
Well, she's locked in the house. She can't.
Oh,
go
my
anywhere.
God.
Now I have a method that I use to stay awake, but I wouldn't suggest
Oh.
doing this when you have your daughter in the car.
Yeah,
at the
is
same
it what
time,
I'm thinking
though.
of? Because it's really gross.
Yeah, like if you
It's gross. And are you really going to air that?
yeah, sure.
You're an animal.
We're shooting the shit right now. Who gives a shit?
Oh.
If you fluff yourself, you're gonna stay awake.
That has literally stayed with me for, like, haunted me.
If you
that
fluff
story.
yourself, legit, like it works more. Works better than like energy shots. If you fluff yourself.
Quit saying fluff.
Well, I don't want to say the actual term.
After you talked about stroking your beard, I don't want anything about fluff or hair or anything.
I'm telling you right now, if you're on a long car drive and you can't stop, if you fluff yourself, you're gonna stay awake.
Keep that in mind.
Thank you for that PSA.
Every day before I go to work. A little fluffing to stay awake.
Well, no, yeah, you
That's
gotta
all
do it
about-
while you're
Oh my-
driving, because
I get it.
Because it's like an increment thing. It's like a 5-minute increment thing.
Okay.
Yeah, not to completion, just
Oh, okay.
sprints.
What?
Once you get to completion, then you're fucked.
Yeah, you can never.
then there's nothing you can't
You
bring
just-
yourself back
Interior
from
is
that.
just ruined.
You just,
Yeah.
you know, drive yourself a little crazy, little blue balls, and then you go to work, right? Or home or
Perfect.
wherever.
Yeah,
Perfect.
What
Yeah.
a weird topic.
How'd
I'm
we
just
get
saying.
here?
Look, I'm probably saving lives.
Do you call it fluffing all the time? Is that like your term?
Well, that's what I call it when I don't reach completion if I fluff.
Oh my god. Oh,
I feel like we
sick.
need to move on.
I'm just saying.
Gross.
I'm just saying. I'm saving lives right
Oh
now.
my god.
All right.
Are you?
All right.
There's people out there that are driving long hours that can't stop.
There's people listening to this in their workplace who are probably like, "Ooh, I need to wash my hands. I feel gross." Just
I need
listening.
to
Probably.
burn my earbuds.
Yeah.
Probably. I'm just saying. If you fluff, you're good. You're good. That's it. I'll leave it at that.
That is the last time you
leave
say
it at that.
word.
I'll leave it at that.
Where the fuck do we go from there?
Did you buy anything on Prime Day?
No.
I didn't either.
I did.
What'd you get?
Got
Was
a
it that package
hair
that
tool.
was on the
Yeah.
front stoop?
Well, like, I get irritated because, like, everybody makes a big deal out of Prime Day and then Cyber Monday, and then there's always just, like, weird random shit you don't need. It's like a cyber garage sale.
Yeah.
Or, like,
It's something like I
weird
feel like it's
trinkets.
just them clearing their warehouse.
yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
never, like, actually really amazing things. I
Yeah.
guess, unless maybe for electronics or something, but I was looking for, like,
Even then, like I'm.
Yeah.
baby stuff or, like, houseware, just anything cool. And I was like, or functional. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, this sucks.
There's only like
I did get a
few
hair
things that I even saw that I'm like, but I don't need to spend the money.
Yeah,
on
it's
it.
all things that I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, that'd be okay to have. It's probably something I'd have for like a week and then like never touch again.
There was like a lightning deal for like the Instapots
Oh God.
that were like $45 for like.
Buy the fuck out of an Instapot if you
See,
ever find
I
a
don't
See,
almost
good
he
pulled
talked
the
about it,
trigger
but then
on
I
it.
was like, I don't think we
Woof.
really need it.
No, dude, Instapots are so goddamn nice.
Jesus.
I'm telling you,
See,
like me and
you
Molly
should
are
pull
already
the trigger.
planning on buying an Instapot for my mom for Christmas because she's gonna love the shit out of it.
Yeah, but like, I also think on Prime Day, just because you see that it's on sale, you think it's, but then when you really look at it, some of those prices aren't that great.
Yeah.
Like some of it was like
Yeah,
not that big a
probably.
discount, and I
But
was
these
like,
these were like 65% off or something like that.
Oh shit.
They were originally like $100 something, and this one was like 45.
oh, well, you didn't tell me that in
Yeah, I
the moment.
did.
You were just like, want an Instapot for $60?
$60?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah,
Molly got hers for like 200.
yeah. That's why I was
I
like,
don't know. I guess.
"Do you
I'm
want an
just not in
Instant
the
Pot
know.
for $60?" And you're like,
Oh, dude. She can cook a whole
Wet
chicken
farted
in
that
20
response
minutes.
and then there was
A
like
whole chicken?
A whole fucking chicken. She can cook it in like 20 to 30 minutes.
and then there was like
It's
a
the
comic
pressure
book that I
cooker, so
wanted
it's
to
like
get.
all like
That's true.
encompassed within. So it's like she'll like legit cook a whole chicken just to like fucking. It's like and it tastes just like a
Just to do
rotisserie
it?
chicken. Yeah.
There's also some KitchenAid attachments that I wanted to get, but they weren't on a huge sale
We
either.
are expecting a baby in like 18 days.
Yeah, I know.
So, not my priority.
So maybe get one in like 20 days.
Yeah, right after the baby's born, you Instapot the hell out of that deal. But
So the
no.
KitchenAid attachment I want is the one that will
Help you with sauce.
help me with sauce.
He's really into making tomato sauce.
I wanna make some-
KitchenAid, that's like a mixer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you can
Oh, dude.
But you
take the
screw-
cap off the
There's
Molly
like
is
a
like-
ton of those.
Molly's fucking killing me for one of those. She wants one of those so bad.
I see
I
them
love
advertised
our
on like the
KitchenAid.
Facebook garage sale sites all the time.
Really?
Yeah, our
Shit.
KitchenAid is pretty. Like you kind of at first think it's like, oh, it's just like a trendy thing that like everybody asks for when they get married or like you buy a
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
and then you wouldn't use it. But like we've used ours a lot, and
Yeah,
we have
I've
like
used
we
mine,
don't
like,
have a.
probably
more
s-
than you.
Ours is not like a super fancy because they have one that's even bigger and like lifts the bowl up and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all these colors. We just have like a silver. My mom got it for us. I shrieked when I opened that box.
Yeah. They're like a big investment, but
Yeah,
like they're
but then they
built
last
to last.
forever.
Yeah.
And there's like 1,000 different attachments you
yeah,
can put
like
on the
pasta
front.
making, ice cream
Yeah.
maker, sausage. I mean, there's like crazy things.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Bed Bath & Beyond, like we'll walk down that
And she
that
just-
part, and she'll just like salivate,
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's
I want one
insane.
so bad.
We
I
are
didn't
getting
know-
married, so
I didn't
putting that out
know
there.
until we got one like how like versatile they were, and I'm like, oh. But like,
crazy.
granted,
Yeah.
everything to get for them is expensive.
but it's quality. Like it does last.
I hope like can't remember what it's called, like the pulper or whatever it is, like is $70, and it's
Oof.
mostly all plastic.
Oh,
So I'm just like, is it
But,
built
like,
to
Just
last?
make my own.
we
Yeah.
use, but it is nice because like we use it to make stuff like dough, like bread dough type things, where
Yeah.
you don't want to need it on your kitchen counter for like 50 years.
Yeah,
You want to be lazy, but also have delicious yeasted bread.
yeah.
KitchenAid.
I don't. Molly, she talks
That and a
it up all the
bread
time.
machine. Bread machines are the bomb.
She like borrowed
Yeah.
her mom's for like a week, and then
It's good.
then she's just like, I want one.
Yeah.
Just buy me one. I'm like, I can't fuck.
I
They're
haven't even used
expensive
my
as
glass
shit.
bowl attachment I got for Christmas yet either.
Yeah, it's still in the.
There's
lazy
also
season.
there's all these pretty bowl attach. It's like a whole thing. It's like a culture.
Jesus
It's like people who own Jeeps.
people that own Jeeps.
You
You
wouldn't
ever notice that
understand
though?
it's a
People
Jeep
with
thing.
like Jeep people are like super into their
Jeep people
Jeeps.
own Mixmaster.
No, I'm
shit,
saying
or-
it's like a cultural thing like that.
Yeah. Well, I would say KitchenAids are more widely accepted than Jeeps.
I don't know. I don't
But
know,
like, have you
guys.
ever met like a guy who's like really into his Jeep, and it's just like, why are you
Yeah.
into these Jeeps?
It's a thing.
Someone
It's a
they need
whole
to they need to make
subculture.
a need to make a KitchenAid with like a Jeep logo
They
on it.
probably do. There's probably a Jeep with a KitchenAid.
I
in
got
it.
a midnight black KitchenAid with a Jeep logo on it.
Freaking. I know a guy with a Jeep that like got a bumper sticker on the Jeep that says it's a Jeep thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And then they wear the
This is fucking
T-shirts.
stupid.
They wear
It'd
T-shirts.
be better
of it.
if they said "Ain't nothing but a Jeep thing."
There probably is one. There's even like I think it's like Camp Jeep, and it's like this Camp Jeep retreat. Yeah, it's like
Fuck
a whole.
that
How
guy.
did you not know about this? I guess I know a lot about.
I
Something.
hope
don't
there
know
is a
about
camp-
Jeep.
I hope there is a Camp Jeep so I can fucking
wanna
go
say
there
there
and
is.
beat the fuck out of all of them. They probably have Oakleys out the ass at Camp Jeep.
Watch out though, they got all their Jeeps there.
Yeah.
They can Jeep
Oh,
your ass.
please welcome our fourth guest, the washing machine.
Jesus
on the
Christ.
show.
Filled the goddamn thing full of gravel.
Okay, all right, I'll go stop it. Sorry, I wanted something nice for myself, boys. Yeah, they have all these Jeep events,
Jeep camp?
like all over the
Is
country.
it like Jeep archery and Jeep like
Camp
whittling?
Jeep?
Jeep Jamboree USA. And they have it in like
course they'd call it
Michigan,
Jeep
Florida,
Jamboree.
Arizona, Texas, Tennessee, Utah, Pennsylvania, like everywhere.
So like I'm not a car guy, so I think it's so funny when like a Jeep Jamboree would happen and all they
Yeah.
do is like people who own Jeeps come together and just like park all their Jeeps and then talk about Jeeps and
Yeah.
look at all their Jeeps.
I'm
And
so
I'm like, what is this?
I'm like so little of a car guy that like Molly hit like a coyote not too long ago and it just like cracked the shit out of our bumper to the point now where it was like pieces were falling off where I was like just rip it off and don't even fix it because I don't want to deal with that shit. Like my parents will bug me every once in a while where it's like, don't you want to get that fixed? Like you could probably call insurance and they'll probably replace it. I'm like, no. I don't want to deal with this shit. Like I have to like go this fucking runaround where I'm like the fucking insurance agent's like asking me these fucking like weird questions like, are you sure you hit something? We need to really prove this. Like, nah, just the car works fine. All it is cosmetic. Just fucking rip the shit off and then just drive it as is.
Yeah. There's actually I'm the same way. Like somebody when I was still in college, somebody backed into me when I was like waiting to leave like a parking lot and I was waiting for the person to back up and just kept backing up and they backed up into me and like dented my front end and I'm just
Yeah.
like I got out and looked at him like I don't care.
Yeah.
Just go.
I just don't give a shit.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Like that's the thing that pisses me off like nowadays about cars is that they're like so plastic and flimsy that like the smallest thing and then like people are like it just like cracks it and then people are like you should get that replaced. You got to call the insurance company and they'll replace it for like $200 and blah 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 or it's like I don't give a shit. I just want to think like it's like the minute teleportation is invented, I'm going to fucking burn my car. I'm gonna blow the fucking thing up because I don't want a car. I don't need a car. I just need something to get me to a place.
Watch the teleportation company will be owned by Jeep or something.
Probably we'll do
Brought to you by
teleportation
Jeep.
parties where we jerk each other off about how much we love teleportation.
Tortillaportation?
Yeah, tortillaportation. Yeah,
Jeeportation.
yeah.
Teleport Jeepin'.
Teleport jeepin'.
Hashtag teleport Jeepin'. 2K19.
God. Actually, on the same subject about cars. So, like, Monday night I took mine in to go get an oil change.
Oh, boy, did he.
Because Tuesday I had the day off. Well, I took the day off because Macy was sick or whatever, but she ended up being kind of fine. I'm like, oh, well, maybe we'll go and, like, have, like, a shopping day or whatever. So I go up and get my car. And then he's... It's the garage I usually take all my stuff to. So I'm
Yeah.
like...
Is it the EG or the Palmers?
Oh, it's EG.
It's...
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I've had some problems with EG.
Well, I have two,
Did
actually.
you buy all of your cars from EG?
I did. But
dude?
I dude.
Dude?
I
do.
did, dude. but then I get him serviced at Palmer's because Palmer's is way better.
I kind of agree because, well,
They're a little more expensive, but they're more thorough.
the thorough thing is what I kind of have an issue with kind of now, even though I'm glad they caught that mistake.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like a blessing that they caught it.
So I took my car in. I'm like, so is it? It was the next day because he said he could fit me in that afternoon for an oil change. And I go up the next day. I'm like, is my car ready yet? And he's like, no. I'm
Yeah,
like,
usually
"Oh."
they're really fast with oil changes.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And he's like, your transmission lines were shredded. I lifted up
Leaking
your
fluid.
car and your whole bottom was leaking fluid.
Oh,
And I'm
God.
like,
Your bottom was leaking fluid.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, because you almost seem mad at me because I need an oil change too, and I drove my car up early while you were home with Macy, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna see if I can swap it out, and your car was still sitting in front of the shop, like no one was around. I'm like, I feel like it's not done.
Yeah.
And you were like, so you just left in your car? I'm like, well, it felt right.
Oh,
and then later
well,
you're like,
it's
the
all through
transmission
text
lines are
messages.
shredded.
Yeah.
So it was like out of context.
Oh,
so
it
I'm
just
like,
seemed
you
like
took
you were
your
like,
car,
"What?"
right? Question mark.
Oh,
yeah.
But I was like, yeah. But then I was thinking, like, thank God I didn't just swap it out, assuming they were done, and then find out, like,
Yeah, they said they
I'm
wouldn't
9
have made
months
it
pregnant
to
on the side of
another
the
trip
road.
of Dubuque or whatever.
oh, damn.
So like,
That's good timing.
Then I went in today because I borrowed my dad's truck, and then I go in after work and I'm like, oh, so is all the pieces come in, all done yet? And he's like, no, the pieces just got in. It won't be done till tomorrow now. And I'm
Ugh.
like, oh. So I'm like, well, how much is this looking? And he's like, probably about 300 with it installed. And I'm like,
Boo.
God damn it.
Boo.
And it was like 1 month too that we're like, put money aside and we're like
Yeah.
doing okay on like bills and stuff.
trying to get ready for this, I don't know, tiny human.
And then just gotta spend $300 on a car. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But again, at least it wasn't something like you ended up on the side of the road.
So I'm driving to some Oldsmobile grandma car.
See, I'm weary of the EG. We have 2 garages in town, by the way, and I'll just call one of them the EG. But yeah, I'm weary of them because like there was one time I brought my car in to get it serviced, and then like the next day I drove to a show and my tire went flat because it was so out of alignment.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the day after I got it from
I
them from an
remember that.
oil change, like my tire was shredded because it was so out of alignment.
Damn.
I've never had issues with them.
Yeah.
But I don't even think they do alignments there because I asked them before if they could because I thought my alignment was out of whack too. And the guy there that owns it, he's like, oh, we don't do alignments.
So maybe
So maybe they
Maybe.
did something that
yeah.
screwed
But every
it all
time
up.
I take it to Palmer's, it comes out pretty decent
I
the
just-
next day.
it's nice that it's
and
like a block
I think
away.
they rotate your tires every time they service it too.
I don't know, man. I need an oil change.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
I added oil too. I mean, it's not like empty on oil, but
Well, I was gonna see if I can get my car back by Friday. If like I could take yours in to work and then come home and then
Drop it
ask
off.
Palmer's to like do an oil change in the afternoon.
what are you gonna do, boys?
Don't know.
Anyway,
No.
what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Cars
Cars
suck.
There's that app that everybody's making themselves look old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like everyone, well, I was reading a news article that like the app itself was
It gives
created
you
in
cancer?
Russia. No, it was developed in Russia, and actually like what people haven't been paying attention to is like what you agree to when you download it, and it takes like a ton of your personal data, like your personal information, and it like straight to Russia.
Great.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Which part of that I'm like,
Fuck it.
but it is probably of the filters that get applied. Like some of these
Yeah.
other things are kind of lame. It's super realistic looking.
Yeah.
Like kind of crazy that it can make that.
Yeah. There was one where I did like a younger photo of me to it, and I looked like my dad.
The older one.
The one that I did of me now, I look like a gross homeless Santa. But yeah,
It
one of the
was-
one I think I did my
It was hard to look
I
at.
used my senior picture for one of them, and I looked just like my dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Looked exactly like my dad.
That's funny.
Your dad's cool. He's
Yeah.
funny. He's like one of the funniest people I know.
But is he hot? Is my dad hot?
No, I'm gonna get real with you. I've never thought that about your dad.
Come on.
I've seen some hot dads, but
Come on, man.
Honestly, I've never thought your dad was hot either.
this is how we're gonna. I mean, we've been wanting to tell you,
Someone wants to can someone please say they want to fuck my dad?
Well, you already said you filmed your mom doing it, so I mean,
Well, I guess my mom would fuck my dad, so
That's true.
she's a nice lady. She's
Yeah.
a quality person.
yeah, she's pretty up there.
Took one or two for the team. I
Oh my
suppose.
God, what a gross.
Took 1 or 2 for the team.
Well, you got a brother, right?
That's true.
Ew.
She took her sweet ass time because
Oh
we're 10
my
years
God.
apart.
That's true.
She even went out of her way to say that they were trying, so that means they definitely fucked a lot more before I showed up.
Oh yeah, you gotta do it like all the
Yeah,
time.
she calls me the miracle baby.
Right?
Yeah, you do got to do it all the time.
Yeah,
Sucks.
like every week, every day.
Yeah, listen.
No, it's every other
sucks.
day. It takes all the fun.
You
out
probably
of
just lay there and just like let her do the work, don't you, Troy?
Oh, why are we
No.
talking about this, you freaks?
No. We can skip it if you don't want to talk
Yeah,
about
let's
it.
skip it.
All right, let's
All
skip
right,
it then.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I'm still a lady after all.
All right.
Don't roll your eyes.
But you heard it here, folks. Not every time.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we got actually a fun weekend coming up, JT. I thought you wanted to talk about this a little bit.
Oh, we got
Hot
the
fun weekend.
we got the E-Town Fair showing up.
Getting weird at the fair.
Getting weird at the fair.
Big bad fair.
I just hate that it's like your big event is on the last night when nobody goes to the fair.
Well, that's why they scheduled it that day
They're like,
because
nobody will be there.
because no one shows up on Sundays. So they want us to come. By the way, we're doing a wrestling show on Sunday.
Big event, boys.
Yeah,
right.
if you're in the Elizabeth area, go to Elizabeth Community Fair on
This has already happened.
6
by
o'clock.
then.
Shit,
Oh,
it's on a goddamn Monday, isn't it, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Well, it happened and it went really well. Fucking Christ.
a ton of people came. It was
that's
awesome.
that's what happens when you film shit in block schedule.
Christ on a cross. But yeah, it hopefully a lot of people show up.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I'm looking
Hopefully,
forward to it.
it's not
Yeah.
as hot as I say it's going to be.
I think it's Sunday.
Sunday,
It's supposed
maybe
to be
it
the
won't be as
cooler
bad,
day,
but-
Yeah.
and it is like later in the afternoon.
Saturday is
too.
supposed to be hot as fuck, and I have a show that day too that's outside.
Oh, like heat advisory, like in the hundreds.
Yeah, like there's probably going to be like 4 people at this because they're just like no one's going to want to sit in the sun watching our dog at shit asses fucking
Yeah.
beating each other up and
Flies everywhere. It's fly season, people.
You bet it is.
You bet your
There's so many
bippy it
flies
is.
in our goddamn house. Can't.
We had to
fucking
put fly
stand it.
like it. Well, we also don't. We have
From fly
really
paper.
We we did, but we have such old windows that like whoever the people who sold us our house, there's no screens and no storm windows to put up
yeah.
on any of them. So we
It's
open
just like
our
a
windows
pane of
because we're
glass to the world.
yeah. So we just open our windows because we're desperate, and then
'Cause
now
it
we're
has no-
flooded with flies.
We have no AC either, so we gotta cool off somehow.
Yeah.
Gotta cool that off. That fly paper.
So we get fucking flies all goddamn time. I hate
Yeah.
it.
Just an influx.
But
They gotta be dead pretty soon.
yeah, that fair coming up.
Should be good.
That's- I'm probably gonna. I'm not gonna see any of it because Molly wants to go to on Friday. Molly wants to go to like, I guess the Q in Dubuque is doing an emo prom, so she wants to do that.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun to me.
No,
No, she wants to. I don't know.
it could be fun.
I don't know. Not
No.
to me.
We'll
I
do
didn't even
that,
really like
and then I gotta-
regular prom, to
And
be
then I
honest.
got yeah. And then I got a show on Saturday. We got the parade on Saturday. That'll
I
be
love going to the
decent.
parade.
That'll be decent.
Yeah, Macy will like that.
She gets super pumped. She was so cute last year at the parade.
And then Sunday,
pretty
my
good one.
and then Sunday, my family's leaving for our vacation, like in the morning. So I'm just gonna be trying to waste time until the show, and then I leave from vacation after that.
Oh, you do the show and then you leave?
Pretty much.
Oh my god!
So
what a
I
great
won't be in the
day.
Dells until like 10:30.
Oh, are you driving by yourself?
My mom said she's thinking of sticking around.
She's got to go to the wrestling show.
She's gotta see her boy.
Go, Bucky!
My parents were so obsessed with me doing like fucking organized sports in high school, and I
This is their
hated,
shot.
fucking hated it. I did track for 1 year, and then like I was like, I'm not doing that next year. And then I told the coach that, and he would have swore I fucking slapped his kid in front of his face. He was like, I had plans.
No, you didn't.
No, I sucked. What plans do you have for me, you fucking asshole?
So you did suck, or you were good.
No, I sucked. Like he was You could tell the people that sucked at track because they put them on like the long distance ones, like the
They put him on water duty.
half miles or like the mile.
You were the boy with the table with the cups.
They would have me
I
do like
hate-
the half mile races or like the mile races because no one wanted to do them.
You were Bobby Boucher.
Because everyone wanted to do like the fucking like 100 meter where it's like I'm just gonna get in real big shape and then fucking do like the
can
100
do
meter,
it.
do like the 100 meter races and then everyone fucking loved me because I only had to run like this certain amount. But then nobody wanted to do like the long distance ones, so we'd always make the shitty ones do that. So we'd get like quote unquote points for it. Where I'd always get last place, but then he'd like, oh, go do it, Joel, whatever. the
50
fuck
points
you
for
do.
Gryffindor.
Really,
Yeah.
you'd get like last place. You were like one of the fastest ones in the class.
But they'd fucking have
Wow.
people that were like fucking like
Lightning speed.
conditioned for that
Usain
shit.
Bolt.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Like I think there was one time where I was neck and neck with someone for last place, and I still got last place.
'Cause Did you just give up?
and then
now?
like that shit will like rip your legs up. Like if you do so many long distance things all the time, like your fucking shins feel like they're about to fucking break. And
You're really like
I get to a
passionate
po-
about this.
I get to a point where I was like, I can't even walk when I'm at school. So then
now you're in a sport where you get the shit kicked out of you.
I prefer that over
Like
fucking
you
track.
had a boot
Track
mark on
fucking
your head
sucked.
last week. Like
I
a
did. It was pretty
bruise,
sweet.
And you said
But,
it could be a burn, it could be a boot mark.
I don't
This is like the
remember.
current evolution.
But that was something I liked. I don't like running for hours on end. It sucks.
It's true. I hate
I
running.
would say pro wrestling, you get way more out of pro wrestling than you would running a third of a mile or
Yeah.
whatever you
I
said
guess
it
to
was.
each their
We would
I
do
mean, I don't wanna
practices,
do
and all
either.
we do for practice is run all the fuck. We'd run for like 3 hours straight. Where I was like, no, this practice sucks.
Yeah, track never interested
No.
me at
Track
all.
fucking sucked. Everyone that
Sports
was
don't interest me at
like,
all.
there was literally like maybe like 5 or 6 people that did the running portion, and like 9 people that did like the shot put. Because all you had to do was throw a heavy rock.
Yeah, my junior year, I didn't play any sports because I was injured. Like,
I
had that
cannot
foot
picture
injury.
you doing a sport.
But then my senior year, I just chose not to do any sports because I wanted as much time. Like,
But it's kind of like
Be
hot to think
dedicated.
of you as an athlete, but like weird.
I played golf. That was all I played.
Yeah.
That's not.
And baseball my freshman year. and I
That's hard to
hate
picture.
baseball.
Jeez, fuck baseball. Baseball is the most boring fucking shit.
I'd
my
rather
brother,
watch golf than baseball.
my brother
Really?
loved baseball, and my parents would
I
drag
know.
him to all of his bullshit fucking baseball games. Where
yeah,
I would like,
got dragged to some of those.
yeah, I would like
That
run
was
away.
unfair to me.
I'd run away and like fucking like douche, and then my parents would be like, "You're not. Don't run away. You're supposed to sit and watch the game." I'm like, what?
This
Fucking,
sucks.
hey, paint something so I can watch that. 'Cause it's a fucking lot more entertaining than this dog shit. Watching someone hit a ball and just stand on a fucking base for what felt like 16 goddamn hours.
Yeah. I remember literally one time, like, I went to go spend the weekend at your house, and then you told me that your brother had a baseball game. And so
I'm sorry.
We went to it, and we literally played chess at the game for fun.
I kind of remember that.
My God.
Because I hate baseball. I don't know how I even got...
So you brought a game of chess with you? Like you're like,
I think
It was one of
I think I
those
had I
magnetic
had like a
travel
travel.
games.
oh, I thought you were like, what could we do with
That
this
thing
baseball
kicked
game,
ass though
friend?
too. Because I remember my parents bought it for me, and it was like this like magnetic travel thing where it was like they had like conveyor belt thing that you like rolled, and you could play like chess and shoots and ladders, and like
That actually sounds fun.
backgammon.
Yeah.
Like that thing fucking kicked ass.
So we played chess. But, like, I don't remember how I was even, like, coerced into playing baseball. I'm pretty sure it was the coach.
Were
who
your
just, like,
parents just
peer
like, what are
pressured
you
me.
doing?
I think they were, because they were like...
Because they're not really
They never
super
said-
sportsy.
Don't like
like,
this.
but my parents were always just like, oh, do whatever you want. You want to play baseball? Go play baseball. I don't
Yeah.
care. Whatever you want to do.
Get out of here.
And so, like, I did, and then I would just come home and be, then they're like, so how was practice? I'd be like, I don't know, it sucked. I don't know, I don't like baseball. And then, so they're literally, when the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie came out, is like when I was in my freshman
You
year.
brought that up when we reviewed it, I think.
And I remember my mom pulling me out of a game to go watch Spider-Man instead.
She's a cool mom.
Yeah.
Wonder if our kids are placed. I was like, somebody brings it up because we're not athletes. So like people are always jerks like, what are you going to do when your kid loves sports? And I'm like, A, who taught him? It's like, who taught him sports? It wasn't me.
Yeah.
And B, like, cool. My kids can do whatever makes them happy.
Your daughter just
Right.
becomes like a softball queen.
But I'm like, if my
Does
kids...
like
That's
that
fine.
fucking pitch where it's like, just like fucking
The super underhand
But, like-
super
spin move.
underhand spin.
If our daughter or son are like amazing at sports, I would totally go to their games and support them. Will I know what's going on? Probably not. But I would be there cheering them on.
Yeah, but you got.
But
you're
then it's like the
in there for a
jerky,
different
but it's
reason.
jerky sports people who just assume like because we're not good at sports, that like wouldn't be able to handle it.
See, if I had a kid that was into sports, I'd have him give me like a 101 course on like what do I cheer for?
Yeah, I
when
mean,
do I know you're doing
I would
well?
ask. I would try to understand. But like I would be
Oh fuck!
supportive.
Oh fuck! He got the ball here. That means he's doing good. Yes. Get the
I'm-
camcorder out.
I'm not gonna like push them into it. Like if they want to play a sport, cool. They don't.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm in the same way. I just don't want to make any friends with like any sport parents.
No,
You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like it's inevitable.
I'd rather just kill myself.
A lot of the people I think will be the parents of her class are like sports people.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna hit them upside the head with a hammer because I don't feel like
Okay.
doing any of that.
Oh my god.
I would rather just
Troy
sit-
murders parents in stands.
I would rather just sit there by myself and watch Macy do whatever
Just-
she wants in sports.
just imagining like a bloodbath around you. You're just like, go, Macy.
Because you're like so cute with her that I feel like you talk tough, but you would be so into it by that point.
I'd be totally supportive. Like, wow, you did really good tonight. Good job. But if like any parents come out and like, oh, you know what the best thing in the world is? Just being a parent. And I'd be like, fuck you.
Whoa.
Get
Whoa.
out of
It's not
here
even
with that
s-
horse shit.
Oh my god. Listen to this.
Like I'm imagining like some dude yells at the coach and he's like, "Sit down, you fucking idiot." Who cares?
Like, this is fucking kids playing games.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't get all in a butthurt about it. That's what I always feel about people getting all butthurt about high school sports, too.
I know. They get
it's
really
like,
intense.
who
Especially in like
cares?
the
You're
Midwest,
getting riled
small
up
town.
about children playing games.
Yeah, I know.
You got nothing else to
You're
do.
not curing cancer here, motherfucker. You're just like
There
watching
were like
kids
parents
play
thrown
baseball.
out of games in like when I
Yeah.
was in high school.
Oh,
Get
dude,
a
I love
life.
that
Thrown
shit.
out like of basketball games because
Yeah.
they were so offensive.
Whatever.
I know. Well, I'm glad we're
Pieces
not
of
those
shit.
people.
My dad always told me the story about how he got into a fight with like the local sportsman from TV6, Tom Cornelis. Like that always
I love he
tickled
just
me.
said his whole name.
He was a celebrity. He was on TV6.
Was he a celebrity that you have to know Tom Cornelis?
I don't know who Tom Cornelis is. I just like that your dad got in a fight with it.
Yeah, he was a sports guy for TV6, and my dad got into a fight with him because his son was like in the same game as my brother. And then like I guess like he did some shady shit, and my dad got in Tom Cornelis' face.
Damn.
My dad tells that story like, yeah, I got into his face, and he like totally backed down. I'm like, yeah, why don't you throw a few or whatever? And it was like, Tom Cornelis is a bitch.
I think you just can't even at that point just call him Tom. It's just like Tom Cornelis from TV6 News.
But no, I loved it because they'd always do like the fucking like they do like the basketball like highlights, like the highlight zone or some shit. Like, big match and whatever today when these two high school kids faced off in a basketball game, and he's like this bald douchebag, and I'm like, I was like, my dad punked you out, you piece of shit.
Wow. Man, that story's been brewing for years.
I just love dad. Like I think he told the story while he was pointing him out, like during like a news thing. It was like, yeah, I see that Tom Cornelis. I punked that bitch out.
Oh my god, punkin' bitches.
But anyway, excited nonetheless for the wrestling show that's already happened.
That's right.
Yeah,
I think,
hopefully I
respect
saw
to
it,
this.
I think you might be a part of it, nonetheless.
I've heard rumblings.
but not like actually wrestling, right?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. You cannot get hurt before this baby.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can't say what will happen.
Because if I have to have a C-section and your ass is hurt because you were wrestling,
Oh my god, think of the stories.
Yeah.
As I'm gonna sleep on the couch.
You'll be dead. You'll be a dead man.
So,
For sure.
so I think the last bit of news I'll bring up before we close this up is I've been watching a shit ton of Family Matters.
Oh my god! And that's
perfect.
when I punch out.
No, Chelsea, stick around.
It is 11 o'clock, guys.
Fair enough.
All right.
9 months
But
pregnant,
I
and you're
love-
deep in Family Matters
love
talk.
Lucy Dange.
That's gonna be another 45 minutes.
It probably will be.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
know.
god, it needs to get going pretty soon
That's
here.
fine. But no,
I'm good.
Dude, I'm watching Family Matters, and this shit's getting crazy. Troy's officially jumped the shark.
What jumped the shark?
I think I texted it to you.
Was that okay, I didn't know if there
That's
was like it got
The literal jumping of... When a woman tightrope walks a clothesline across a skyscraper, it's a fucking jumping of the shark.
Sounds kind of cool.
okay. I know you said I have a possible jumping the shark moment. It could be this. But I know there's way crazier things that happen after that.
Oh, there is. Don't get me wrong, there is, but it's just... Hold on, let me... So I pulled it up. So, there's an episode in Season 2, I don't know what the exact number episode is, where Laura's friend has a party on a rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, Steve Urkel says, "Hey, I invented a dance."
Uh-huh.
And then they legit do a Humpty dance thing that's called the Urkel dance. And
Which I love that you sent to me.
yeah. And like, hold on, there's an ad for the Lion King playing right now. Fuck you. But yeah. Here it is.
the music. It's time to do the Urkel.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to do the Steve Urkel dance, all you have to do is hitch up your pants, bend your knees, and stick out your pelvis. I'm telling you, baby, it's better than that.
This is season 2. Happens. And they have like backup singers. Yeah, here, listen. Listen.
Pop through your nose, way up high. Spin and dip and jump and cavort and finish it off with a laugh and snort.
This is season 2. Like, you asked me when Laura had that weird dream about like Steve Urkel like building an atomic bomb. That was like, they're already doing that. Like, yeah, and it's season 2. This is still season 2.
That blows my mind how quickly it gets there. Because this show went on for like what, like 8 seasons or something?
Yeah, there's like another like 7 more seasons after this.
I would think it would get there by like season 4. I would say 4, and even say that's early. But like season 2, they're already doing shit.
Yeah,
like where they
they
create
do-
a
and then
dance for
After
Urkel.
this, the bully of the school gets so upset that Urkel's getting popular by this Urkel dance that he spikes Steve's punch, gets him drunk, and then Steve gets so drunk that he dances on the edge of the rooftop and then falls off, clings onto the side to where Aunt Rachel has to tightrope walk a clothesline across buildings to go save him.
My God. Is it odd that I think the more ridiculous thing is that Urkel has a dance?
It's very...
I
The fact that he plays a song where backup singers say, "Do it, do it, everybody, Urkel, do the Urkel."
I find that more atrocious than even the tightrope walking.
But the thing is, like, Family Matters is so weird. Where, like, they'll do an episode like this, and then, like, the episode I watched before I came down, like, almost had me in tears. Because it's, like, an episode where, like, this guy shows up that, like, says that he knows Carl, but, like, Carl has no idea who he is. So he, like, keeps doing shit, like, he keeps, like, sending Harriet out to be like, "Hey," like, just ask him a bunch of random questions and see if he can get out of him, like, why I know him. And, like, he still is, like, really vague and shit. And that's, like, the whole, like, comedy of it.
Uh-huh.
And then like he comes out and says like, "Oh, by the way, like the reason why you don't know me is because I'm actually Harriet and Rachel's father, and I just abandoned them when they were really young,
God.
and now I want to come back and be in their lives." And they like do like a whole thing where like he finally comes out to them, and then like the chick that plays Harriet fucking kicks ass in this episode because she's like. She plays it up like she's so broken inside about it that I was like in tears watching her like
Damn.
like come out to me where it's like I felt like you abandoned me, and then like him coming out where it was like I was young and I didn't know what to do when I left, but now I want to make up for it, and then just like going back and forth where I was like, how did like the Urkel dance episode happen in the same thing that involves this thing that's like has me in tears right now? Family Matters is fucked up.
It sounds like something that I really want to revisit, though. God.
They, like, so much of the comedy is so cheesy. Like, I try and watch it in front of, like, with Molly there, and she makes fun of me so much. Where it's like, I get it. Yeah, it's a lot of the humor is dumb. I get it. But I fucking love it.
But that's like during like a sitcom, I think that's like kind of my favorite kind.
Yeah.
Where it's bad comedy is almost just as funny
Yeah.
as good comedy. Because you can laugh at how bad it is.
Yeah.
And I get almost more out of that.
Oh, I know. Well, they did a quote unquote very special episode of Family Matters that like threw me for a fucking loop because it's like they do a whole thing where it's like they're gonna have Laura deal with racism in high school, and they do like a fucking thing where someone spray paints the N-word on her locker, and they show it.
Oh my God.
They like zoom in on it, and she's like, but they play it up in a way where it was like so well done, where like it's like now I feel like just this one thing makes me feel unsafe, and like she cries, and then like her fucking parents cry, and it's like, holy shit! Like this Family Matters, what I imagined was like just a dumb show about a fucking nerd that terrorizes a middle class family. Like they do some deep ass shit.
Damn. I had no idea.
I know.
I thought it was all like the Urkel show.
Yeah.
But like obviously I knew it started with just like this regular middle class family like trying to make it in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I knew they added Urkel for ratings.
Yeah.
But then it turned into like this whole thing where it's just around him. I don't remember like these like special episodes or like these slow moments that are really well done.
Fucking insane. Yeah. It's nuts. Like I'm not even through the second season yet. I can't wait. Like I'm sure it's gonna get way dumber as like the seasons go on.
Uh-huh.
But like right now, like they're in that medium moment where they're crowbarring Urkel into everything, but they're still trying to like maintain that idea of like, look, we're an African American family in Chicago. Let's capitalize on that because there's not a lot of shows out like that are out right now.
Right.
So let's actually like address things that are actually a fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's fucking cool in a way.
Damn.
Like especially being like in the 90s where it's like they can only do so much.
Yeah.
They still do so much with what they can do, where it was like I can't think of any show from like 1990 that had like in full view, prevalent to the world, the N-word just plastered over a fucking locker.
Jesus Christ.
It's nuts.
Holy shit. I can't wait till like my leave start because I want to dive into Family Matters real hard.
I really want to get your take on a lot of Family Matters shit.
I think I'm gonna also start in season 2, like skip season 1.
I tried season 1 and like I think the first episode of season 1 and it was so bland and blah. I was like, I'm gonna start at season 2.
I'll just maybe skip around, get one like near the middle, near the end, and then just jump into season 2 or something, just to see how big of a jump it takes. But my God. Well, what a show, JT.
What a show. We've almost went an hour.
Oh my goodness.
This is a
Not
big
even
this
trying.
is a big piece of shit that we just shot.
I didn't even get to like some of the stuff I even wrote down for the show.
I'm telling
but
well,
we'll
Sea
save
Danger over here was like the wild card.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, we'll why don't we just try this again in a few weeks?
Maybe.
What do you say?
Maybe even next week.
Maybe even next week.
Who knows? Who knows?
Depends if that Fast Five gets watched.
Troy, I'm telling you. Fast Five is fucking awesome.
Can't freaking wait.
Opinion spoilers every time because I always watch them way before you, but Fast Five is fucking awesome.
Great.
It is so fucking good.
Awesome.
It's Ocean's 11 if they drank a shit ton of Mountain Dew beforehand.
I
God.
can't wait. I can't wait.
God damn it. It's so good.
Perfect. Well, if people want to hit you up on the social medias, where can they do that?
Find me at Bucky for everyone on Twitter, also Bucky for everyone on Instagram, and Bucky for everyone on Snapchat. Troy.
Find me at Troy to the Max. Find us both at Review Pod. If you got anything you want to write into the show, you can do so at those links or at reviewreviewpod@gmail.com as well.
Yes.
You can listen to us at a ton of other platforms. If you're listening to us right now, you're doing something right.
Hell yeah.
Tell you what. But that's gonna be it, I think.
That's right.
I'll do it.
I'm liking the shooting the shit format.
Same. It's so like loose.
It's
We get to
fun.
things we never get to talk about.
I know. I want to get see Danger on more of these. She was fun.
Yes.
She's a goddamn tan golden goddess right now.
She's a loose cannon. I tell
My
you
God,
what.
look out.
I know. She'll say things that she'll never hear on Charm Type. I'll tell
That's
you
right.
what.
'Cause you're on harm type right now.
This show is not as edited.
Sure, OJ will have a thing or two to say about this.
Oh, OJ. That fella.
I know.
You know OJ's like a super great guy. You know that?
He's pretty badass.
We, one of the last, like, Charm Type episodes he came out was, like, more of, like, a sentimental, emotional one.
Oh yeah.
And he...
I sent Chelsea like a private message about it too, and she was pretty receptive.
It was, he sent a message right after he listened to that one. Just saying, like, he's never had to go through any of that, but he, like, feels for you, and he's, like, always there for us if he ever need to talk or anything. Like,
Oh,
and I'm
yeah.
like, my God, like, I never asked for any of that, and it's just so nice that
Hey,
some
man.
people out there that are so
Yeah.
nice.
It's crazy how like doing this like opens up to like a bunch of people that like we would never come in contact with outside of this.
Yeah. Speaking of OJ, if you're listening to this, OJ, we still have stuff. I have stuff in the works to send to you because of the great care package you sent us.
Yeah.
So I got things in the works. So just keep your eyes peeled.
We got to make
so.
some old fashions out of that whatever he sent.
It's in the Globe right now.
All right. We gotta make some old fashions sometime.
You betcha. Well, that'll be the show. Why don't we just stop it right
Let's
there?
just stop. I know.
And we'll get
I
on
gotta
with the
piss
rest of
so
the night.
bad. It's crazy.
Great.
So there you go. So tune in for what'll probably be early Friday when we put out Pulp Fiction because I'm on vacation
That's right. And then
for Pulp Fiction, and then
see what see what comes up at the beginning of your week.
There you go.
Next week.
There you go.
There you have it. That'll do it. So
There you
until
go.
next time, JT, I've been Short of the Max Extreme.
I am JT3K.
And this has been Shooting Shit.
Shooting shit. Let's play the theme song again.
all right.
We'll sandwich the theme song for this one.
Oh shit.